According to Northwestern Mutual, 69% of Gen Z and 62% of millennials said that they have made lifestyle trade-offs in the past 3 months to save more. But is it possible to oversave? Joined now by David Miller, a wealth management advisor for Northwestern Mutual, to talk about savings goals. Thanks so much for being here, David. Appreciate it.
Good to be here.
So some staggering statistics here. 69% of Gen Z and 62% of millennials said they have made lifestyle trade-offs in the past 3 months to save more. Let's talk about that. Oversaving. It's actually happening out there.
In this economy, it's hard to believe people are oversaving, but oversaving really means not having intention around savings. It could mean saving from a place of fear, a place of guilt.
Sure.
Like personally, I came from a family where things were very tight. There's a lot of financial stress growing up. I felt a lot of shame around spending money because I thought I have to save.
Right. And
so that was it. It was really fear-driven, which is not healthy. So
it's not healthy, but I feel like that's how my kids are growing up right now with the way that I'm parenting and this expensive, San Diego here.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in hearing what some of the repercussions could be of that.
Yeah, well, it could mean that you could have regret. Like for me, when I was starting my business, I was prioritizing savings. I didn't want to be in a place like my parents were, stressed out about it. And I have regret now that I didn't have as much fun as I could have when I was younger.
Sure. I can see that being an issue. So how do people know maybe if they are, oversaving? Do they have to look at kind of where the money's going and coming in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's important to have a budget. We need to save for the future, of course. It's also, if someone has a goal, like I want to save 50% of my income or something crazy, and there's no reason behind it, they might get burned out.
Sure.
Like we need to enjoy. If you want to go buy a latte and spend $5 every day, don't stress out about that. That might let you retire 2 months earlier if you don't do that.
Sure.
But we never know how long we're going to have here.
What about more big ticket items like a concert with friends or a sporting event, because those can add up too. But something that you want to do with your friends and is a memory. I mean, the costs to the memory value.
I love that question. So there's this idea of the 0.01% rule.
Okay.
So a little bit of math here, but take your net worth, multiply it by 0.01.
Not just salary, net worth?
Net worth.
Okay.
So all your assets minus
everything.
Your debts. And that's what you can comfortably spend in a day without worrying about it.
Oh,
so if you have $1 million net worth, that's about $100 you can go spend on a nice dinner, on something, and don't worry about it.
Half that, $500,000, it's $50.
$50.
Okay. So do that math, and then anything that's within that, hey, spoil yourself. You've been working hard, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's very interesting. How can people prioritize their financial goals while they're kind of watching the spending that's coming in and going?
You need to have a financial plan that includes spending as well as saving.
Okay.
So a financial plan should give you more peace of mind and less stress, and that includes enjoying the present moment in addition to planning ahead for the future.
There are apps, there's different things out there, but there's a lot of times sitting down with someone like yourself to kind of really go through and do a deep dive could help people, especially if there's small businesses and taxes all involved. How do you navigate all that?
Yeah, well, you need a partner. It's hard to do this on your own. I would say call me or call someone on my team, have a financial plan.
Sure.
And make sure that your financial plan doesn't just focus on the saving for the future, but it includes enjoying the present moment as well.
How do you know if the over-saving, if you're starting to break your own rules on the over-saving and you're maybe going out every weekend and doing fun things and you're kind of spoiling yourself, but then you get that credit card bill, right? And then the reality sets in.
Yes, so that's where having the budget comes into play.
Yeah.
And making sure that you are on track for the long term while you're enjoying the moment. I had this story, I was talking to a client, and she had plenty of resources, but she wouldn't spend money on nicer plane tickets for herself.
Oh, gotcha.
And finally, she told me, she said, what you're telling me is if I don't buy the nice plane tickets, my kids are going to buy the plane tickets with my money when I'm gone. I said, well, exactly. So that let her relax a little bit.
That's a good example. Okay, great. David, a website where people can get in touch with you, your team, so they can really make sure they have financial goals.
Yeah, go Google Ocean View Financial in San Diego, and you'll be able to find us there.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.